Should have stuck with a kangaroo. Heard she had a deep pocket.
I'm just pretending I'm not here. Tucker, does the fact that Rudy's even thinking about this point out the weakness of the current Republican field?
Oh, you think?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if McCain ran again and got it.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's a sad. Yeah, it's a sad.
All right.
Sad state.
Kane admits he didn't know what right of return meant. Okay, Chris, I'm with you that Kane has the cojones to admit he didn't know something, which is good. We need that for more politicians. But as Tucker pointed out, he didn't admit that he didn't know something when Chris Wallace asked him the question. And let's revisit what he said to Hannity. He said, quote, "The thing you're going to learn about Herman Cain, if he doesn't know something, he's not going to try and fake it or give an answer that he doesn't know what he's talking about." That's exactly what he did with Chris Wallace.
Look, his interaction on this was 99% better than any other politician's would have been. Not perfect, of course. Nobody's perfect.
He's not going to try and fake it.
You know what? I don't think he tried to fake it. He repeated it a couple of times and then guessed what it meant.
Right. He was trying to
guess what it meant.
You're right. That's a lot different from trying to fake it.
You know what he did? No, it's true. What he did. I'm serious. If you're thinking about it, I've never heard the phrase "right of return," and you're talking about the Palestinians. You're going like, I've never heard that phrase before. What does that mean? He made the link to that point. I don't think that's faking it. I think that's like.
But why not just why not just say, I don't know what that means?
You know, Andy, I think this your line of questioning and the fact that Herman Cain is black, I think they're both interrelated. I think that you're racist.
I think what Andy's trying to say is not only is Obama a lock for 2012, but we're looking at President Biden for 2016. You heard it here first, folks.
I could live with a President Biden. That would be some fun. New York City outdoor smoking ban. Bill, you said to that girl in Bryant Park that your come-on lines are bad when they're in a second language. Not so hot in English either.
So we're using that back and forth to insult me rather than unbuds anything that I just did.
Yes.
Okay, just so we're clear. Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, you're like the Matt Lewis of Red Eye.
Matt, of course, being Richard Lewis's little brother, didn't do his well in comedy. Those are honed in together.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Tucker. I'm done.
Goodbye. Coming up, Jake Gyllenhaal is dead. Tired of his sister Maggie being so cheerful. I love those. Look at your face. Must have thought he was really dead. But first, what has Peter Fonda done now? Career-wise, nothing. I love that. Is his talk about rifles more than a trifle? Well, apparently, Peter's not Fonda, Obama. See what I did there, Bill?
I don't follow.
You should learn from that.
I don't follow.
Oh. Yep, in an interview, the Easy Rider star suggested that he was encouraging his grandchildren to do something violent toward the administration, saying, quote, "I'm training my grandchildren to use long-range rifles. For what purpose? Well, I'm not going to say the words, Barack Obama, but, well, you just did." He added, it's more of a thought process than an actuality, but we're heading for a major conflict between the haves and the have-nots. He said more crap that made no sense, but we're going to discuss it anyway in this
lightning round.
Ooh, that always happens like a surprise to me every time. Tucker, if you said this, you would be in jail. Yes?
Unless, like Peter Fonda, I got the stoner exemption.
Yes.
Where the Secret Service just decided he's no idea what he's saying,
Yeah.
let him go.
Yeah, but it's amazing. That's like a death threat.
Well, it's not like a death threat. It is actually a death threat.
Yeah. Do you think Secret Service is going to pay him a visit? Because they have to, right?
I think they should, but he's 71 years old. I don't think he knows what he's saying. So.
But he's saying he's training his grandchildren to do the bidding for him. And his grandchildren are young enough that they can do something. So they got to take it seriously, I think.
I think they will absolutely take it seriously, and that's a good thing. But I don't think that I don't think he means it or anything's going on.
Chris, the amazing thing is he made Jane Fonda sound civil.
Right, and he made Charlie Sheen look sane.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
super,
amazing.
huh?
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, Bill, you understand brain-dead hippie speak better than anybody. What was he trying to say?
I don't know, but I will say this. My advice for you, Mr. Fonda, if you really want to hurt Obama, force him to watch Easy Rider, because that's the most overrated piece of crap I've ever seen in my life.
It is true. Awful film.
Yeah.
An
also,
awful
we're going to have to fix that footage. That was shots of Jane.
Oh,
we
really?
showed at the end.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
That's on our producer. I'm sorry. I don't like to call a guy out, but...
There's only one good Fonda, and that's Bridget.
Henry was remarkable as Abraham.
No, I hated that movie. What's 12 Angry Men? I hated that movie. More
I
like
like-
12 boring hours. You know what I'm saying?
and as a father.
Yes.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
He was great. Yeah.
Yes, he was a great father.
Yeah.
Good job, Henry.
So that's two things.
All right. Researchers say women find happy men significantly less attractive than those who brood. They say they are least attracted to smiling men instead of men who look proud and powerful or moody and ashamed. Chris, I go to you first. It sounds like they hate gay people.
It does, doesn't it? Bigots.
They are bigots.
Bigots.
All women
Somebody
are bigots.
call Glad.
Yes. What do you make of this? What's wrong with being happy?
I never smile in pictures, so I have no problem with this.
Yeah. Well, this makes a lot of sense, Masa. Isn't this why every flick that you see that's geared toward teenage girls features broody guys with floppy hair who never smile?
This reminds me of My So-Called Life with Angela way
Right.
back in the day. But I don't think this is true. I think after you become 16, 17, you like a guy with a sense of humor, somebody that can make you laugh.
I
So
always
this
say
study
that.
Is crap. This study is crap.
They always say that. No, but actually, she brings up My So-Called Life, of course, with Jared Leto.
Hot.
Yeah.
Look
he
at that.
was
She's
stolen and
Oh, no, I
stolen.
just fell into it.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? I just proved your point.
Not when I was 16.
That was like the suitcase
No.
scene in the court case of the Brady Bunch. I threw the suitcase out there. You turned your head. You weren't injured.
I was a child.
I don't even know what I'm talking about, Tucker. Tucker, they say that men are most sexually attracted to women who look happy.
Oh, of course.
As opposed to powerful.
Of course, everyone likes a happy chick.
Yeah, it's true.
The woman in the house is happy, everybody's happy.
That is true.
Men are deathly afraid of women, and so the cheerful ones seem a little less threatening.
Exactly.
In every way, they're good.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of women.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Well, that explains, perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps.
I don't know.
But you like the happy ones, don't you?
Oh, there's a joke in there, and I'm not moving toward it. Bill, is that why you're always attracted to bad boys?
Me and Pete Townsend, Greg.
Yeah.
I've said it before.
That was rough boys, but okay.
Sorry, but it still applies. I've said it before and I've said it again. GGDGL. Goofy guys don't get laid. It is the plight of my existence.
Yes. Actually, you
It
did that
never
seminar.
works.
You did that seminar at the Y, and nobody showed up.
Yeah, everyone's like, we agree and left. I didn't get laid.
It's well, you proved your point. You know what the thing is? It's the basic. Okay, when I worked at Maxim, we did this thing called Never Smile, and that's where we put all the rock band photos because all rock stars understand that this is the way it happens. You don't smile. You have to be brooding. Women go, oh, there's something behind that. When actually, there's nothing but STDs. Nothing but STDs. There's nothing there.
Just chlamydia, that's
yeah,
all.
yeah. You think, oh, you're going to learn his soul? No, you're going to get herpes. Okay? Last topic. Wikipedians are trying to get their massive site listed alongside the Grand Canyon and the pyramids on the UN's World Heritage List, whatever the hell that is. Masa, I happen to agree with this because I have no idea. I can understand how the Grand Canyon was made. I can understand the pyramids took a lot of time and slaves. I don't understand how they make Wikipedia. You could type in anything and it's there.
Yeah, just like you, Greg, I can spend hours and hours getting lost in Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's going to be the first time that an internet online place is going to possibly be a part of the World Heritage.
Well, I thought you
So-
meant you could get lost in me. Like,
Your eyes.
yeah, my eyes, my pool of colorless eyes. Chris, okay, I don't know a single person that works for Wikipedia, yet every single word mankind has ever invented is on it. So who's doing this? Where are they?
I don't know, but I'd like to find them. Because
Yes.
for a while, when I was mad that I didn't have a Wikipedia page,
Yeah.
and now I'm pissed that I actually have
Yes,
one.
they've
Because
ruined
I'm like, who's putting this crap up there about me?
Yes.
Oh, and they lie.
Yeah,
I was on the 1988 U.S. Olympic ping pong team for a full year, literally. But it's still a great thing. Wikipedia is I send them money every year. I mean, they're that. It is.
Really? You do?
Absolutely. Wikipedia is, it actually is as impressive as the pyramids.
Yeah.
And not crumbling or controlled by a corrupt government. I mean, it's just.
I think it's the most altruistic endeavor I've ever seen. Oh,
Please.
Bill, the fact is, hasn't Wikipedia better than the pyramids helped you write articles?
No, and I'll tell you this. I refuse to give this organization any publicity until you take Bill Schultz as a D-bag off my page.
As soon as it goes down, you know I put it back up.
I know.
Yeah. What's the guy who runs it? Jimmy?
Jimmy
Wales.
Wikipedia.
Yeah. A brilliant mind, bad taste in women. All right, time for another break. And remember to check out the new Red Eye podcast. There's a new one every day. To catch them, go to foxnewsradio.com and click on Red Eye. Tonight we talked about music by a talking bull. What? Yeah.
I'm Catherine, so by now you probably know what my book is called. But if not, it's A Single Girl's Guide to Meeting European Men. Lately, I've had to cut down on the amount of book events I do to work on my screenwriting. Well, I'm off to a meeting now, so let's see how this one goes. Hello, I'm here for a meeting. It's with Mark Wein.
You must be the new assistant. You're late. Here's the lunch orders.
I'm sorry. I'm actually a writer. It should be on the schedule. I'm Catherine Chloe Cook.
Kathleen, have a seat.
Thank you. When I'm in LA, I generally have several meetings every day.
That was so spontaneous. I'm so glad she found her planet. That was really frightening. So last night I told you how much I enjoy getting piggyback rides from truckers. I do. But I also love charity. So let's get to my latest piece of art. This is a recreation of my MRI. When I had appendicitis, as you can see, it turns out a tiny unicorn had burrowed its way into my colon. Right now, the leading bid is from a mysterious man who goes by the name of Chris, not Chris Barron. He offered $450 for this piece of art. So the rest of you have till next Friday to make a bid. Email your offer to redeye@foxnews.com to be considered. And as you know, all the money this week goes to TAPS, a nonprofit group that provides grief counseling and support programs to families of fallen soldiers. You go to taps.org to learn more. And let's not forget the real message. It's not about charity. It's about me. It makes me look like I care, when in fact I have no soul whatsoever. We'll close things out with the post-game wrap-up from TV's Andy Levy. He doesn't have a soul either. And to see clips of recent shows, go to foxnews.com/redeye. Back to TV's Andy Levy for the post-game wrap-up.
Thanks. Hey, Chris, what you got?
Well, for once, I'm not going to say something ridiculous. I'm actually going to talk about something that's important. Almost 9 years ago, my partner's baby sister, Heather, lost her battle with breast cancer at 26 years old. For the last few years, we've raised money in her memory. We've raised close to $350,000. I'm asking people to go to my website, therealredbaron.com, and make a donation today. Do it for your mom, do it for your wife, do it for your sister, do it for a friend. Do it for Heather, but do it and help us beat breast cancer once and for all.
I was going to say you were raising money and you weren't saying what it was for. I'm thinking, well, these aren't for vacations, are they, Chris?
They are.
Terrible man you are. Terrible. No, you got to do it. It's a great cause.
Yeah. Hey, Masa, your old boss, Donald Trump, first he's kind of running for president, then he says he's not running for president, now he says he might jump back in. Is he just a nutty nut guy who's nuts?
Maybe. He did fire me, so he can't be that bright, right? Yeah, so I guess the Celebrity Apprentice, they didn't have very good ratings, and it just came out last night on the Sean Hannity show that Mr. Trump might be jumping back into the race, which will make it very interesting for us. So.
That'll make Chris very happy.
It will. I love the Donald.
Just don't get that.
Have you met him? No.
I have.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Tucker, you got some healthcare news coming up at the Daily Caller?
Oh, but what don't we have in the Daily Caller, Andy?
Well, we could talk about that.
Yeah, well, we're getting that soon, trust me. We've been working on a story. We've done a series of them the last week and a half, trying to answer the question, why have 20% of the recent healthcare waivers gone to Nancy Pelosi's district? Right. And we're getting closer to the answer, so look for the next installment on tomorrow's Daily Caller.
Excellent. All right. Does the answer involve penguins?
You saw the copy, didn't you?
No, I'm just educated guess.
Leak after leak from our editorial offices. Heads will roll.
Yep. No, me and my buddy Matt Lewis were talking about it earlier.
Matt was unkind to the show. I had no idea.
He wasn't unkind to the show. He just wrote a really crappy article with a bad source. Back to you, Greg.
Oh, thanks, Andy. How much time do I have? I have 15 seconds? I wonder what I can do during those 15 seconds, Bill.
What can you take off during those 15 seconds? That's interesting. Those are snap buttons.
Yes, you know what's happening. You know what's happening. Yeah.
Go.